What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to another episode of the Totally Cool channel, where we bring these toys to life. Now, what we have here is 5 robots that combine to form Menasor. The first one is Motormaster. Okay, we have Motormaster, the leader of the Stunticons. So let's take a closer look at him inside the box before we open him up. And on the box itself, we have Companion Wars Motormaster. That's his face with the purple eyes. Pretty cool. On the right box flap or box opening, you have the logo for the Autobots or Transformers Generations. It says Companion Wars Motormaster, age 8 and above. And on the left box flap or box opening, you have Menasor, Companion Wars Menasor. That's how he's supposed to look when you put them all together. It says 3 of 5, so he's in the middle, and that's because that's number 3, the one in the middle. So we have here Menasor in his full form. It says you need Motormaster, which is this guy. You have Drag Strip and Dead End as the arms, and you have Breakdown and Off-Road as the legs. Now let's take a closer look. It says Motormaster. It's got some character information here, which is too small to read. Maybe you could freeze that. It says Motormaster punishes enemies and allies alike with the brute force of a tyrant, breeding fear and hatred in all who encounter him, even his Stunticon teammates. Yep, that's the kind of leader he is. Pretty much like Megatron. So that's Motormaster in robot form. And it says takes 10 steps to take him from here to this guy. So that's it for the box, and let's open him up. So now we have Menasor's torso and head out of the box. Motormaster. And we see him out of his clamshell for the first time. That's him. Look at that face. Let's put him in focus. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, I can't focus. All right. Now there you go. Okay. So he's a big robot, very wide around the shoulders. And what else do we have? Let's set him aside. We have... Stand up, stand up, stand up. Oh, man. Okay. Too early to drink, bro. Okay, what else is in the clamshell? We have... I think this is Menasor's sword, but it can also split into his laser or blaster to Motormaster's blaster. So it's just like... Superion's big blaster that came with Silverbolt. Let's put that aside. And in the back, we have his collector card. So that's Motormaster's collector card. Pretty badass. And, I'm sorry, inside the box, we have his instruction manual. You definitely need that just to make sure you don't tear him apart when you're transforming him. So let's get down to it. Let's transform him. So here we have Motormaster out of the box, finally. Now that head, typical Motormaster. Looks like he's got a bracket around it. Now Motormaster, or in some iterations, he's also known as Motor Breath. Doesn't sound so menacing compared to Motormaster. Motor Breath sounds more of like an insult. Is a Decepticon, and he belongs to the Stunticons. He is the leader. He is the leader of the Stunticons, and he is characterized as a cold and brutal tyrant who has no mercy or compassion. And he also likes to think of himself as the king of the road. A lesson he learned that he was not when he had that confrontation with Optimus Prime, who he considers as his nemesis, probably because they're both trucks, they're both supposed to be big, and they're supposed to be each other's counterpart. Now, Motormaster's first appearance together with the other Stunticons was episode 40 of season 2, the Key to Vector Sigma Part 1. Again, as we went through the Aerial Bot series, these guys were created by Megatron to discredit the Autobots, making people think that the Autobots went evil and bad and whatnot. So anyway, he comes with a sword. Well, I think it's supposed to be a blaster also. I don't know. Yeah, that could look like a blaster. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like a gun. Then you put it together, it becomes a big bad sword, which probably belongs to Menasor. Now, the first toy for Motormaster came out in 1986, but this one, the Combiner Wars figure, came out as a Voyager class. Where's that? Where does that say? Voyager class. Oh, doesn't say it here. Doesn't say it here. Normally it does. Now, he's a Voyager class, and he came out in 2015, and he's pretty much a retool of the Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. He has a little bit of a different reshelling, different face, but the way he transforms is pretty much the same as the Combiner Wars Optimus Prime, both white and the red. As we talked about his weapon, he has a sword and a gun. So now there are other versions of Motormaster that came out, but most notable was the G1, which was also re-released in the Legacy toy line just recently, where his alt mode is a Kentworth K100 Aerodyne truck, sleeper truck. If you would recall, the original Motormaster had sort of like another layer, another floor to the cab. That's the sleeper module of the truck. And so that's the version that came out with the Legacy, but not this one. So this one is not G1 in terms of looks, in terms of the transformation. He's not G1. The Legacy version is more faithful to the G1, what do you call this? A G1 alt mode. Now, this is a gunmetal, silver or gray with touches of black and purple, pretty much like the G1 colors. And that's the same for the Unite Warriors version. Same for the Legacy version. The problem there is that they released a G2 box set, pretty much like they did with Superion and the aerial bots. And the G2 set has blue and purple and red, so it deviates from this original colorway. I'll put a picture right here to show you the difference, and that's about it. Now, there will be future episodes where we would be opening Legacy Motormaster. He's a leader class in that particular toy line, toy release, but that's for a future episode. In the meantime, let's do a review of this this guy's I think second to Megatron, this guy's got an ego, you know. So even his fellow Stunticons tremble and just shiver with fear when they try to keep up with him or when he barks an order. But that's about him as a character. There's not much depth in his character development, aside from the fact that he's a typical Decepticon subgroup leader, not too egotistical like Starscream, who thinks he can lead, but definitely a king or a prince in his own sphere of influence, particularly the Stunticon sub-team. He does have a tinge of megalomania. So that's Motormaster as a character. Now, as a toy, we've gone through his history, and how does it feel in your hands? 5 out of 5. On a scale of 1 to 5, I think I'd give it a solid 4. It's very sturdy. It stands well. It's a little clunky in certain parts. Okay. As a toy, it's a pretty solid 4. As far as the G1 appeal, they did get the head sculpt right, but everything else feels a little bit off. Okay, well, the black in the chest, it's pretty cool, but the arms feel clunky. It feels like it was just made to get there and to just have an excuse to put it there. So G1-esque, I'd give it a 2.5, maybe a 3, but this really feels like an Optimus Prime remold, especially when he's in alt mode. There's not much difference with an Optimus Prime. Now, as far as the shelf appeal is concerned, I think he looks pretty good, except for the clunky hands and the arms that, you know, are just there to find an excuse and make his alt mode cohesive. I'd give it a 3. I'd give it a 3. He looks pretty sturdy enough to stand on your desk somewhere, like it does here, and it commands a presence that makes you want to keep it there. You know, just watch over you while you're working or while you're doing something. But overall, as a figure, I'd give it a 3. Could have been more. Could have been more, given the fact that the G1 sculpt, the head sculpt is there. Could have been more, but unfortunately, the Combiner Wars, mostly as a toy line, feels like it's just put together to manufacture molds in different colors. Especially particularly this part of the transformation with the head flipping in and the combiner head coming from the back. But anyway, that being said, it's still solid. It's still pretty cool to have them together. But it's really the Combiner Wars figures, Manosaur and Motormaster included, are actually made to be a Gestalt or a combiner. So with that being said, that ends our review of Motormaster, and we look forward to showing you more of the Stunticons. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell button if you want to be notified of any new material we come out with. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in our next episodes, and happy collecting.